Okay, guys, I really am doing this one on the go. So, like, subscribe, push that notification bell if you want notifications. And, guys, we're going to be talking about this Mackenzie case. And now, there are private investigators out there researching her case right now, and police have tried to keep it under the radar. And, we've heard the mention of two men. We've heard the mention of the Lyft driver, and then we've heard that the police have lost interest in the Lyft driver for reasons that they were not sharing with anybody. But I might have found that reason why. But you know me, you can't leave anything out. You can't jump the gun. But it looks like to me that the police are not looking at the Lyft driver any longer. Now, I'm not going to talk on this one. I'm going to share only what we know. So, and the reason being is this. It seems like Mackenzie is what they call a sugar baby, and she likes sugar daddies. So she has several different aliases. As far as we can tell right now, there could be more. There are messages being shared from private groups, etc. I'm not going to share them all, but I will share a few. So you can see here, this is a message that she shares about being a sugar baby or a sugar daddy seeker. So she says, try Tinder and be blunt about it. Mine says, I want a SD/SB relationship. If you don't know what SD or SB is, just tell them bluntly, sugar daddy or sugar baby. And at that point she says, but if they don't know, they aren't really worth your time. Set your age. And it goes on, I'll show you what it says later. I think it says 35 plus. She continues to tell her more. Okay, guys, I found it. Here you go. So you'll have the most luck there. Private message me if you have more questions. I have experience. She says she's very confident in her sugar daddy and sugar baby experiences. So she goes on to also say, I have some experience on seeking arrangements online only, Tinder, and she currently has 2 LOL. So I guess you can see here as to why police do not believe the Lyft driver is a suspect any longer. Because, reading these messages, she's dealing with several men, obviously, online under many aliases, as I mentioned before. So one of those is Nova Baby 96, and you can see her there in black underwear that says Daddy. So she's definitely not shy, and it looks like maybe she might have met the wrong person, or either she's meeting someone. She doesn't realize that people are searching for her, but the fact that she missed the midterms, etc., and her friends say that she stayed in contact with them is very concerning to them. So yeah, it looks like she played the wrong card deck. Women, come on, guys, don't do this kind of thing. It's dangerous. You're just asking, for a problem if you lower yourself to this. I mean, just don't do this type of thing. As you can see here, Mackenzie operated in the Instagram account with Nova Baby 96. So this is the Instagram, and she used the hashtag Daddy Kink. If you want to check out the story there's a few news sites that really have a lot of details on this. One of them is Daily Mail, and I'll have to look up the other one. I forgot the other one. But here you can see, another picture of her kind of flirting with the camera. But I still say, if you're going to meet somebody, I don't think you would meet them in a sweater, flip-flops, and sandals. But anyways, maybe she did. So, she was last seen 9 days ago. She flew into Salt Lake City International Airport early on the morning of June 17th after attending a family funeral in her hometown of El Segundo, California. I hope I said that right. So, surveillance video at the airport recorded Mackenzie making her way, to go pick up her baggage and then getting into the Lyft vehicle. Trying to make a long story short here, guys. So, the Lyft driver told police that he dropped her off at Hatch Park around 3 a.m. approximately, so where another person in a car was waiting for her, and as of Wednesday, Salt Lake police have not been able to identify that person or even the make or model of the car she got into. Now this is pretty interesting. So a locally produced podcast titled Zion Lost, which focuses on missing people and cold case investigations in Utah, stated on their show that this week that their own private investigator have verified Mackenzie had a profile on the website Seeking Arrangements, which promotes itself as the world's largest network for sugar daddy and sugar baby relationships. So what we're being told is that her disappearance and word that she may have been on at least one sugar daddy website has sparked discussion by others on social media. Screenshots and messages posted by Kenzie Lewick in a private Facebook group were shared by others on Tuesday. In one message, she gives advice on how to use sugar daddy websites and talks about her own experience. And the messages appeared to have been originally posted about 2 months ago. Okay, well, guys, this is very disappointing to me to find out this, because if you look at the picture that I have posted right here, I mean, look at her on the left and then look at her on the right. I mean, it just appears that, she can be very wholesome looking, and then she can turn and look the total opposite. The sad part about this is probably hard on the family, having to see this, and maybe they didn't know, but they absolutely know now. So how do I feel about the Lyft driver now? And I'm still confused because it just doesn't make sense to me. I mean, if you're going to meet a sugar daddy and your sugar baby, would you show up in sweats? I don't know. But one thing I do know for a fact, without having to question myself or worrying about anybody questioning me on this one, is the fact that you do have the guys that are into the violence, and that is growing, which sometimes I mention as violent porn. But definitely, I mean, this is an issue for you women out there. Even the men, it's an issue for gay men, straight women, and gay women. I mean, this is an issue that is affecting all of these types. It does not discriminate, and it's really growing out of control. But time will only tell, as to what happened with Mackenzie. Maybe she's just hiding. Maybe she is off the grid. We don't know, especially now that we're finding out this kind of thing. So, I guess we let the police do their job at this point, and we just wait patiently to find out, what's going on. But yeah, I was very surprised to see that the rumor was real, that she had two sugar daddies, and I was surprised that a private investigator was that quick to get onto it. Usually, the Facebook and things like that gets locked up by police. But what I've heard is they did call in the FBI, so the FBI will be on this case. I don't know if they're on it now or, how soon they'll start working on it. No matter what her lifestyle is, I do hope that she is okay. And I want to say to you women out there that are thinking about doing things like, don't do it. It's not worth it. It really isn't. Your safety is, you are worth a lot more than that. So anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and cut this one short for tonight. I'm exhausted. I want to send you guys love and blessings, and I hope everything's going great for you guys. Please share her face, share her information, because we do want her to come home. We want her to be okay because people do love her. See you soon.